Join us tonight as Southwick Regional High School goes up against East Longmeadow High School. The historic 65th season of Western New England's award-winning high school quiz show continues tonight as schools match wits.
The members of the Massachusetts Teachers Association are working together to ensure that all students have the resources they need to succeed. The MTA, a diverse union of education workers, committed to the public schools and colleges our communities deserve.
You can see the difference from the first couple of minutes that you walk onto this campus. You realize that it's not just a campus, it's a community, it's a family.
Good evening and welcome to As Schools Match Wits, coming to you from the campus of Westfield State University. I'm your host, Beth Ward. Once again, high schools from throughout our region are going head-to-head in qualifying matches to see who can score enough points to finish in the top 8 and compete in this season's championship tournament. In tonight's matchup, we have Southwick Regional High School going up against East Longmeadow High School. Let's meet the team, starting with East Longmeadow, coached by Bill Phelan.
Hi, my name is Jacob Maurer. I'm a junior at East Longmeadow High School.
Hi, I'm Katie Powell, and I'm a junior from East Longmeadow High School.
Hi, my name is Colin Trung. I'm from East Longmeadow, and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Finn Jordan, and I'm a junior at East Longmeadow High School.
And for Southwick Regional, coached by Janet Grunwald.
Hi, my name is Asher Rose, and I'm a senior from Southwick Regional.
Hi, my name is Connor Martin, and I am currently a senior at Southwick Regional.
Hello, I'm Aiden Braithwaite, and I'm a senior at Southwick Regional.
Hi, I'm Emma Palmer, and I'm a senior at Southwick Regional. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge our alternates, Brian Pomeroy and Riley Moore.
Let's take a look at our current top 8 standings. You can see that 265 is the score to beat to crack into that top 8. As we do each week, we will start off with the challenge round. Both teams will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 10 points each. Good luck to both teams. Here we go with the first question of the evening. Cuttyhunk, Plum, and Spectacle are all islands off of which U.S. state? That would be Massachusetts. All right, let's try this one. What name is given to the largest artery of the body? East Longmeadow.
Aorta.
Yes, that's right. Spell the U.S. state whose capital city is Frankfurt. East Longmeadow.
Kentucky.
That is correct. During which 18th century conflict did the Battle of Brandywine take place? East Longmeadow.
Civil War.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. All right, that gives Southwick Regional the opportunity to answer the question.
So that's 1700s.
The American Revolutionary War is the right answer there. Let's move on. Published in 1932, this dystopian novel by Aldous Huxley examines East Longmeadow.
Brave New World.
Yes, didn't have to finish that one. Nice job. What word is used to describe a polygon with all equal side lengths? Southwick.
An equilateral triangle?
Yes, that's right. Algiers is to Algeria as what city is to Belarus? That would be Minsk. Let's move on. Name the track and field running competition in which athletes jump over vertical barriers placed at specific intervals. Southwick.
Hurdles.
Yes, hurdles is right. A waning gibbous moon immediately precedes which lunar phase? Is it new moon, last quarter moon, or full moon? East Longmeadow.
New moon.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Southwick, that gives you the chance to answer.
Full moon.
Last quarter moon is the right answer. In the texting world, NP is an abbreviation for what? East Longmeadow.
No problem.
No problem, you got it. If you owned a Cessna 162, would you use it to go fishing, flying, or digging holes? East Longmeadow.
Flying.
Flying, it is an airplane. Yes, that's right. What is the resulting number when you multiply a number by its reciprocal? East Longmeadow.
1.
1 is correct. Which of the following European countries does not border Belgium? Is it Switzerland, Germany, or the Netherlands? East Longmeadow.
Switzerland.
Switzerland is correct. Listen to this literary line. It was a bright, cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. It's from the book 1984 by what author? East Longmeadow.
George Orwell.
Yes, Orwell is right. The 22 main levels in this rhythm-based platformer game include Stereo Madness, Electro Man Adventures.
Geometry Dash.
Yes, Southwick, that is correct. Listen to this sentence. In checking my VS, the nurse took my temperature, blood pressure, pulse rate, and respiratory rate. In that sentence, what are the letters VS an abbreviation for? East Longmeadow.
Vital signs.
Vital signs is right. Italian physicist and mathematician Evangelista Torricelli is credited with inventing the barometer. Was this invented in the 1600s? East Longmeadow.
1700s.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Let me finish the question. Was it invented in the 1600s, 1700s, or 1800s? All right, Southwick, can you answer the question?
1800s.
1600s is actually the right answer, 1643. Let's move on. Name the capital city of the state of Iowa. East Longmeadow.
Des Moines.
Repeat, please.
Des Moines.
Yes, Des Moines is correct. In a set of data arranged from least to greatest, what is the value that separates the upper half from the lower half? East Longmeadow.
The median.
Median, yes, that's right. Listen to the sentence. The CPR training is obligatory for all personnel. Spell the word obligatory. Southwick.
Obligatory.
Yes, that's right. Edgar Nixon and Martin Luther King Jr. led a boycott on Montgomery, Alabama's city bus system as a political and social protest campaign against racial segregation of the public transit system. Did this occur in 1950, 1955, or 1960? East Longmeadow.
1955.
Yes, 55 is correct. Grab your pens for this one. What is the next number in this numerical sequence? 205, 310, 415, blank. East Longmeadow.
520.
Yes, 520 is correct. Observance of this national holiday in the United States originated in 1919 on the first anniversary. East Longmeadow.
Daylight savings.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Let me finish the question. On the first anniversary of the armistice that ended World War I, it was then known as Armistice Day. What was the name changed to in 1954? All right, Southwick, can you answer?
Memorial Day.
It's actually Veterans Day, and that marks the end of our challenge round. Let's take a moment now to meet the team from East Longmeadow High School.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie from Westfield State University. We asked the team from East Longmeadow High what's something older generations might not realize about students today.
Even though we are on technology much more than any other generation, we still value hard work.
I think they don't realize how similar we are. Like, we live in different times, different lives, but I think we're all just people in the end.
I think kids today in school were a lot more burnt out than previous generations because there are a lot more pressures on us to get into more selective colleges, and we just have a lot of information constantly thrown at us through social media.
Well, you know, we come from different generations, so our humor is a little bit different. So they might not understand some of our jokes. You know, it's kind of up in the air whether they understand it. So.
Let's move on to the first lightning round of the match. Each team will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 5 points each. Buzz in, answer correctly, you win 5 points. Answer incorrectly, however, your team loses 5 points. Well, we hope that you'll respond well to this round. Each answer is a word or name that contains the letters O and D somewhere in it, as in the word respond. You have 90 seconds starting right now. A name for one who wanders from place to place. Southwick. Vagabond is the right answer. 1/60th of a minute. Southwick.
Millisecond.
Second is the right answer. Popular candy bar, blank joy. East Longmeadow.
Almond.
Almond is right. A binding agreement or covenant. East Longmeadow, just under the buzzer.
Bond.
Bond is correct. To give up the will, courage, or spirit. Despond is the right answer. To depart in a sudden and secret manner and hide. That would be abscond, not quite in time. To make something more compact. That would be condense, an often large, finely divided leaf. That would be frond, to think something through carefully. East Longmeadow.
Ponder.
Ponder, yes, that's right. A person having light-colored hair. East Longmeadow.
Blonde.
Blonde is right. Having a liking or affection for something. East Longmeadow.
Fond.
Fond, yes. Outside the understanding limits or reach of. East Longmeadow.
Beyond.
Beyond, yes, just under the buzzer. An apartment unit that is owned by its tenant. East Longmeadow.
Condominium.
Yes, that's correct. Japanese automaker of Accords, pilots, and CRVs. Honda is the right answer there. However, that bell marks the end of our first lightning round. Let's move on now with the capitalization round. That's where teams get the chance to pick a category and a point value. They'll need to answer a qualifying question first before they can continue on for points. Now, if they fail to answer that qualifying question correctly, their opponents will have the opportunity to capitalize and get those points. All right, Southwick, you are a bit behind at the moment. That also means you are the very first to pick a category and a point value. What's it going to be?
We will do arts and entertainment for 25.
Arts and entertainment for 25. Here's your qualifying question. Don't think too hard on this one. The tagline from this 2019 movie reads, a teenage explorer leads her friends on an adventure to save her parents and solve the mystery behind the lost city of gold. Name the movie. Scratching their heads at this one. All right, East Longmeadow, can you capitalize?
Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
Yes, that's right. All right, let's move on. More movie taglines for 10 points each. First, what 2025 film starring Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey features the tagline, a new era is born?
Jurassic World Dominion.
Correct answer is Jurassic World Rebirth. All right, let's try this one. That was close. Starring Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling, this 2016 film features the tagline, here's to the fools who dream. Name the film.
La La Land?
Yes, that's right. And finally, going way back for 5 points, what 1977 groundbreaking film first used the tagline a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away?
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yes, that is correct. Very nice. Okay, East Longmeadow, please, for the first time tonight, pick a category and a point value.
Math and Science, 30.
Math and Science for 30. Here's your qualifying question. You have picked the Westfield State University entrance exam question. Answer the qualifier and all the category questions correctly. Your team wins an additional 10 points. All right, good luck. Here we go with the question. You may want to grab your pens for this one. What is 4 to the negative 2 power?
1/16.
Yes, that's right. Let's move on in this category, more with negative power problems for 10 points each. First, what is 2 to the negative 3rd power?
1/8.
1/8, yes. What is 1/3 to the negative 1 power?
3.
3 is correct. And finally, what is 2/5 to the negative 2 power?
25/4.
Yes, that's right. Very nice job. You got all the answers correct. That means your team wins an additional 10 points for the Westfield State University entrance exam question. Job well done. All right, let's continue now with Southwick. Once again, please pick a category and a point value.
Math and science for 25, please.
Math and science for 25. Here's your qualifying question. The Atlantic salmon is classified as an andromatous fish because it lives in the salt water of the Atlantic Ocean but comes to the freshwater Connecticut River to spawn. Spell the word anadromous.
ANADROMIS.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. All right, East Longmeadow, can you capitalize?
ANADROMEUS.
Both very close. ANADROMOUS. All right, let's move on with East Longmeadow. Once again, your turn.
General knowledge for 30.
General knowledge for 30. To qualify, a pomegranate is an ancient fruit-bearing shrub known for its unique ruby red, jewel-like edible seeds with sweet tart flavor. A pomegranate is packed with antioxidants, fiber, vitamin C, and potassium. Please spell the word pomegranate. Another spelling.
POMEGRANATE.
R-A-N-A-T-E.
Yes, that's right. Let's move on and see how well you can spell the names of other certain fruits for 10 points each. First, known for being a good source of fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants, the raspberry is used in many sweet and savory dishes. Spell the word raspberry.
R-A-S-P-B-E-R-R-Y.
Yes, that's right. Try this one. A tropical stone fruit native to South Asia, a mango is known for its sweet, juicy taste. Spell the word mango.
M-A-N-G-O.
Yes, that's right. And finally, a nutritious fruit rich in vitamins A and C, cantaloupe can be enjoyed on its own or used in a variety of dishes. Spell the word cantaloupe.
C-A-N-T-E-L-O-U-P-E.
Very close. C-A-N-T-A-L-O-U-P-E. Good job on the other ones, though. Okay, Southwick, once again, your turn.
Social studies for 30, please.
Social studies for 30. We have a video qualifier, so please take a look at your screen.
Hi, I'm Tim from the Freedom Trail in Boston with your qualifying question. A wooden effigy of the Massachusetts state fish currently hangs in the current House of Representatives at the State House in Boston on Beacon Street, but it was originally hung in the old State House from about 1747 to 1798. This effigy is a reminder of the importance of the fishing industry played in the early welfare of the state and as a way to symbolize that ordinary people make history. To qualify, what fish completes the effigy's name, the sacred blank?
Cod.
Yes, that's right. Nice. Let's move on. Let's see what you know about other New England state capitol buildings for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, this state capitol building is located north of Capitol Avenue and south of Bushnell Park, near the river that bears the state's name. Name the city and state where this state house resides.
Connecticut.
Please be more specific.
Hartford, Connecticut.
Yes, Hartford, Connecticut is what we were asking for. Originally parts of two other adjoining states, this New England state was admitted to the Union on March 4th, 1791. Its Capitol building resides near the Winooski River. Name the city and state where this state house resides.
Burlington, Vermont.
The correct answer is Montpelier, Vermont. And finally, this New England state was the 13th to ratify the U.S. Constitution. Its 7th state house was built between 1895 and 1904 and sits between the Woonasquatucket and Mushashkuk rivers. Name the city and state where this state house resides.
Roanoke, Virginia.
Providence, Rhode Island is the right answer there. All right, East Longmeadow, your turn once again to pick a category and a point value.
Literature for 30.
Literature for 30. Here's your qualifying question. The Divine Comedy is a classic epic narrative poem divided into these three parts: Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. In which year was the Divine Comedy completed? Was it 1321, 1521, or 1721?
1521.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Southwick, can you capitalize?
1721.
Correct answer is 1321. Let's move on with Southwick. Once again, your turn.
Social studies for 25, please.
Social studies for 25. Here we go with your qualifying question. Take a look at your screen. Created by the subduction of the Pacific tectonic plate, what Alaskan mountain is the tallest peak in North America? I'm sorry, time is up. All right, East Longmeadow, can you capitalize?
Denali?
Yes, that's correct. More about very elevated mountains. These are for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen. First, the highest mountain in Africa is what dormant volcano located in Tanzania?
Kilimanjaro.
Yes, Kilimanjaro is right. Here's the next one. Only 780 feet shorter than Mount Everest, what mountain located in Kashmir is the second highest peak in the world?
K2.
K2, yes, that's right. And finally, for 5 points, this mountain is the highest peak in New England at 6,288 feet and is part of the Presidential Range. Name this mountain.
Mount Washington?
Yes, Mount Washington is right. East Longmeadow, once again, your turn.
Arts and Entertainment for 30.
Arts and entertainment for 30. Here's your qualifying question. Take a look at your screen. Name the fairy tale with the following plot line. An arrogant young prince and his castle's servant fall under the spell of a wicked enchantress who turns him into a hideous creature until he learns to love and be loved in return.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, that's right. Let's move on. Beauty and the Beast became a classic 1991 animated Disney movie. Let's see what you know about it for 10 points each. Take a look at your screen first. The only way the prince turned beast could break the spell was to fall in love and be loved by the time the last petal fell from what type of flower given to him by the enchantress?
The rose.
Rose is correct. What was the name of the beauty in the movie?
Belle.
Belle is correct. And finally, Belle is pursued by an arrogant hunter whose unrequited feelings for her drive him to attempt to murder the beast once he realizes she cares for him instead. Name this villain.
Gaston.
Gaston is correct. Nice job. And that marks the end of our capitalization round. Let's take a moment to meet the team now from Southwick Regional High School.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie from Westfield State University. We asked the team from Southwick Regional what's something your school does really well.
My favorite thing about what our school does really well is that we have phenomenal teachers and we have a lot of support in our school community.
For how small our school is, I think we have a great access to resources, specifically our club departments at our school. Shout out to Mock Trial and our drama club program.
Something I think our school does really well is having a DLE program in which seniors get opportunities to do internships throughout the community.
One thing that I think our school does really well is our inclusion and accessibility to sports, and shout out to our cross-country team.
On to the final lightning round of the match. Each team will have a chance to buzz in and answer questions for 5 points each. Buzz in, answer correctly, you win 5 points. Answer incorrectly, you know what happens, your team loses 5 points. Well, let's see how you fare in this round. All of the answers are words that begin and end with the letter C. You have 90 seconds starting right now. A popular model of Honda automobile. East Longmeadow.
Cadillac.
Civic is the right answer. Something marked by long duration or frequent recurrence. East Longmeadow.
Cyclic.
Chronic is the right answer. Vast or relating to the universe as a whole. East Longmeadow.
Cosmic.
Cosmic, yes, that's right. A member of a Boston basketball team. East Longmeadow.
Celtic.
Yes, that's correct. Having an abnormal fear of enclosed spaces. East Longmeadow.
Claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic is correct. A facility for the treatment of outpatients. East Longmeadow.
Clinic.
Clinic is correct. An adjective describing a complete lack of order. East Longmeadow.
Chaotic.
Chaotic is right. Each note of this musical scale is a half step apart. East Longmeadow.
Chromatic.
Chromatic is correct. One who believes that people are motivated solely by self-interest. East Longmeadow.
Cynic.
Cynic is correct. Having a charm or allure that inspires fascination or devotion. East Longmeadow.
Charismatic.
Charismatic is correct. The opposite of tragic. East Longmeadow.
Comic.
Comic is right. Of or relating to the heart. East Longmeadow.
Cardiac.
Cardiac is correct. A material made of heated clay. East Longmeadow.
Ceramic.
Ceramic is the right answer. The alphabet used in Eastern European languages. East
Cyrillic.
Longmeadow. Cyrillic is correct. Having an ambiguous or hidden meaning. Answer is cryptic. However, that bell marks the end of our last lightning round. It also marks the end of our match. What a fun matchup we had tonight. I have to say, East Longmeadow, you got on a roll and you just kept going. So Southwick loved the smiles throughout the whole match. That's fantastic. Congratulations, however, goes to East Longmeadow, who now is in the first position on our leaderboard. So great job. To see this season's roster and for more information, be sure to log on to our webpage at NEPM.org, or you can look for us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm your host, Beth Ward. Good night, and be sure to tune in again next time as Schools Match Wits.
The members of the Massachusetts Teachers Association are working together to ensure that all students have the resources they need to succeed. The MTA, 180 years of commitment to the public schools and colleges our communities deserve.
To excel is to recognize that you want to continue to grow and transform and evolve into a better person. Westfield State is a fit for me because it's a campus that's big enough to host a community in which I can get to know different kinds of people.
The impact I want to leave at Westfield State is to be a leader, to get involved. Each person has their own excellence. Hold up! Drop this beat like... Stop like that.
Do you want to see when your school's match is scheduled? Want to know who the past ASMW champions are? Have a question you'd like to see us ask? Then log on to the As Schools Match Wits webpage at NEPM.org. You can see this season's roster, a listing of past ASMW champions, and even submit a question of your own, which may be used in a future episode. It's all just a mouse click away.